Good afternoon. Welcome to another episode of ENA We Got Time. Once again, I'm Ian, and I'm here with my co-host, Alex.
How everybody doing out there? I want to give a special shout out to one of our first sponsors, my cousin Nick. Follow him on Instagram, Sounds by Swing. Makes some very nice shirts. Also has an album out right now. Y'all go check that out. Salute Nick. And let's get to the first topic of the
First topic. Our first pick. First matchup, divisional game matchup is between the New England Patriots and the Chargers.
Who you got?
I'm always rolling with the underdog. I'm rolling with the LA Chargers and Mr. Phillip Rivers, Alex. I have to roll with Phillip Rivers, and this one reason. Just one reason. When the man's back is against the wall, at some point in time you got to get up off that wall. This man has not had no success. For one, in the playoffs, and for two, against terrific Tom Brady.
0-7.
He's 0-7.
15 years.
I think this is the year he gets it done, man. I think he gets over that hump. He gets it done in this game, and not because of the strength of him, but the strength of his team. They are one of the best overall teams, offense, defense, special teams, all three phases. I think they're one of the best defenses.
Definitely a solid team altogether.
Balanced teams in the league.
8-1 away from home.
8-1.
TB12 8-0 at home. So
TB12 is 8-1 at home. But the thing I got from TB12 is this is not the same TB12 that we've seen. This is not the same TB12 we've seen. It's not the same Patriots team we've seen. Okay. Even though they secured a number 2 seed in the playoffs. They secured it because the AFC is kind of weak. Besides them and the Chiefs, I don't see them. I don't see an AFC team winning the championship this year. I'm just going to throw that out there. I think it comes from the NFC side. But back to TB12. I think he's kind of on a decline, but he's winning games. They got Bill Belichick. They're gonna win games. His stats is just on a decline. I think. His completion percentage, throughout the year. Now, we're going regular season, but his completion percentage dropped from, 72 to 45 when under pressure. 72 to 45. That's a big percentage drop. His passer rating dropped when under pressure from 105 to 71%. That's a big drop off. So that's how I know he's kind of on the down sloping. In his career right now. But you can't count him out.
This year's stats, Phillip Rivers got 4,308 yards passing. Tom Brady has 4,300. Tom Brady's thrown 29 touchdowns. Phillip Rivers thrown 32 touchdowns. Tom Brady's thrown 11 picks. Phillip Rivers thrown 12. So when you look at these two over the course of this year, they're kind of similar, but I do give the edge to Phillip Rivers.
All right.
Just with all that said, but one thing that really bothers me about this game, it's not that it's in Foxborough. It's not that he's playing against the greatest of all time. It's the fact that Phillip Rivers is 1-3 in games under 30 degrees in his career. It ain't always sunny in California.
It's not.
It's not. Now, it's supposed to be in the 20s. Wind chill's gonna put it in the teens.
20s, yeah. So wind chill, no snow, but you know as well as I do. It's hard to win in Foxborough, but it's hard to win a cold game. Man.
Exactly.
Hard to play that.
You have to run the ball, and that brings me to my next point. Phillip Rivers, he does have Melvin Gordon, who I think is a great running back, but I think the duo with Sony Michel and James White is going to be a great tandem. Also, the Chargers have allowed the most receiving yards to a running back this season. Wow. So, if you got to put your head down and start running the ball, give it to Sony Michel, you're going to switch it up, James White.
Yeah.
I do think it's pretty funny because when you look at this, each team on paper, Chargers should win this game by a very large margin. If you've never seen football before then in your life, and you just look at these two teams, you just be like, I think Charles would probably win by about 17 points, something like that. Not knowing Tom Brady and what he's done and all that. But we're talking about real life, not paper.
Right.
So
no successful. There's been zero success.
I do think at some point in time, all great things come to an end. But with Phillip Rivers' Achilles heel being the Patriots and never winning and not doing well in colder weather, I got Tom Brady in a very, very close game. But before I tell you my prediction, I will say this. If Phillip Rivers can put together best game of the season for him, basically, he can win this game in a very, very close one. But I don't see him having the best game of his career. So I got to go with, probably got to go with New England Patriots, 35-28.
I mean, I knew you was gonna take TB12. I mean, that's just typical Alex. He's gonna he don't ride with the underdog ever ride with the underdog. But to your point, they do have to run the ball. Both teams on both sides, they both have to run the ball. I think being in that cold weather, they gonna pass the ball, but the run game, they don't want to put it in the air. It's cold, it's hard to catch a football in the cold. We know that, I think a matchup that I really focused on was I think it's gonna be Joey Bosa, that defense, on the defense side of it, Joey Bosa and Melvin Ingram against those New England tackles. New England has the #1 offensive line passing wise, protecting Tom Brady. I mean, you ready to see him get sacked.
Yeah.
And he's their #1, in pass blocking this year, statistically. I think that's going to be a good matchup between Joey Bosa, Melvin Ingram versus those right and left tackles. Brown and Cannon. I haven't really saw them a lot, but you get Joey Bosa and those two dynamics of players on defense. I think I just think they might get the best of them a little bit, but it's gonna come down to the trenches in that game. Who can score more points? Like you said, Phillip Rivers gonna have to go in there. It's gonna be a dogfight for them. They get down. I don't think they're coming back. I don't think they're coming back. They have to get to a fast start. I mean, yeah, he's 0-7 or he's in the slump. Regular season doesn't matter right now. It doesn't matter. He came in the playoffs hot, but we talking about realistically speaking, we going to Foxborough.
This is probably
We gotta go to Foxborough.
Tom Brady's era in Foxborough probably be the most dynamic home winning. The most dynamic team to win at home in the course of 10, 15 years.
Without a doubt.
Phillip Rivers having a great year. I really enjoy what that Chargers team has done. But I'm
telling. I won't be surprised if they win the game. And I'm picking them to win. I won't be surprised if they. I got it 2024. I got it 2024, real close. Real kind of medium, moderate scoring. But I think he gets it done, and it won't come on the last drive. I think his defense gets it done more than he does.
Okay.
I think his defense, that rookie Derwin James, man, he showed me he can call the shots out there. He's the shot caller. He's the young guy, but he's the shot caller in that secondary.
I got him definitely top 5, not top 3 for rookie defensive players.
Yeah. I agree with that too. What's your score prediction in that? Besides, what you said again in that game?
Oh, 35-28.
35-28.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it close. But it ain't gonna be enough.
Not enough, huh?
It's not enough.
Just to throw some stuff out there, against the odds or against Phillip Rivers. Some of the odds that are against Phillip Rivers. The last AFC Championship game they had was against the New England Patriots, which they lost. Of course, they lost. So it's been a minute since they got to that point. They got the 3rd best rush attack. They gonna have to run the ball. They at some point you're gonna have to give it to Melvin Gordon. You're gonna have to give it to Eckler, whoever's in that backfield at the time. You're gonna have to run the ball. That's the only way they escape this this cold Foxborough weather. That's the only way. They gotta run the ball, and Phillip Rivers has to manage. He gotta be a game manager. He can't just go out there.
No.
He's not gonna go. He's not gonna go out there and throw it on Bill Belichick like that.
He
ain't gonna do it.
He has to. That's the only way he's gonna.
It ain't gonna happen. He gonna have to dink and dunk. You ain't about to get no big plays on Belichick.
No.
He gonna have
the receiving core he has is not meant to dink and dunk.
He gonna have.
Williams is made to go over the top. That's what that receiving core is for. If you want dink and dunk, he can do that. Keenan Allen, he can do that with Williams. They won't take the top off.
A sleeper. I got Antonio Gates. Old man Antonio Gates catching the touchdown. I think he makes some big plays. I think they link up. He makes some big plays. And they get it done, Alex. They get it done, man. I'm telling you, they gonna get it done. They gonna get it done, man.
What's the next game?
This next game.
My personal thing. Here we go.
Indy at KC. Indy at KC. I'm gonna let you go ahead and go. And you talk about Mr. Mahomes boy, so you say.
Who I have winning MVP of the year, Patrick Mahomes. This isn't going to be an easy game for him whatsoever. The Colts are really hot right now. They're 4-0 all time against KC in the playoffs. They lead the league in sacks allowed, only 18. They're averaging, their defense is only averaging, they only allowed 12 points per game in the last 4 games. It's going to be very hard to do. Chiefs not having won a playoff game in 25 years. But with all that against them, Chiefs are the only team in the NFL to score at least 26 points in every game of the season.
So that's remarkable.
So these guys will go up there and put up some points.
Yeah.
But, all hype aside, Andrew Luck probably going to win Comeback Player of the Year. Patrick Mahomes looks like he's going to win MVP. Take all that out of the equation. What I looked at mostly in this game is the matchups. The Colts linebacker Leonard did a really good job this year. I think he should have made a Pro Bowl, but all that's going to stop today. He's going to have the task of trying to cover Travis Kelce, who in my opinion was the best tight end of the year this year. That's not going to be easy to do. The Colts defensive end versus Schwartz. He's probably a top 3 right tackle. So the pressure off the right side, I think it's going to be a good back and forth battle, but I don't see the Colts winning that. The Colts tackles who do a very good job protecting Andrew Luck, like I just said. But Houston and Ford combined for 22 sacks this year. Those two know how to get out there and they know how to make some noise. Also, Colts offensive guard versus D lineman Jones. He broke an NFL record this year. Most consecutive games with a sack, 11. He had 15.5 on the year. And of course, my favorite matchup, Colts cornerback Moore versus the fastest man in football.
Yeah, I think you was coming with something about the secondary, man. 'Cause I sure wasn't.
I don't think either team's secondary is wowing.
Yeah.
I don't give either team a great secondary. But when you have to cover Tyreek Hill, I still haven't seen it. Until somebody can really shut this man down. I mean, obviously, he's probably going to have safety help.
He's going to get doubled. He's
definitely going to get doubled. But the Chiefs cornerback Fuller has the task of covering T.Y. Hilton, which isn't going to be fun, I'm pretty sure. I think T.Y. Hilton wins that matchup. But overall, from the secondary standpoint, there's just no way you can cover Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Sammy Watkins is going to be back. Yeah. Kelvin Benjamin, he's caught a few passes here and there, but I think he can make a difference in the right play call. Andy Reid does a really good job with that. As long as that Chiefs offensive line can protect Mahomes, I really think this game is going to play right into the Chiefs' hands, and it's going to be a shootout. And I know the Colts are hot right now, and they did a really good job last week in Houston, beating Houston 21-7. Mm-hmm. These guys averaging 26. 21 ain't going to be enough. I got this game a little further than the last game.
What was that?
I have this game 32-20. I had the Chiefs winning by a 2-possession game. Andrew Luck, I'm glad you came back and you did really good this year, but it picked the wrong team to play.
32-20. Okay. That's why I'm gonna say. I think you're tooting your own horn right now with the Mahomes bandwagon, man. I think you're getting beside yourself, man. Not so fast, Biggs. Not so fast, Biggs.
All right.
I'm gonna tell you why. It's not the players. I don't think it's the players that. I think it's the history. The Chiefs haven't won a home playoff game since '93. That's 25 years. 25 years. That stadium ain't changed. Them fans ain't changed. Players might have changed.
Quarterback changed.
He changed. But at one point, they had a man back there named Joe Montana.
Mm-hmm. That is correct.
They had a man named Joe Montana. He couldn't even get it done. So you mean to tell me that Mr. Mahomes boy gonna go in and get them boys their first playoff home victory in 25 years?
Oh, yeah.
They never beat they're 0-4 in the playoffs.
They're 0-4 against the Colts.
Against the Colts.
Yeah.
Against the Colts.
Everything got a stopping point.
They lost 11 of 12 playoff games. 11 of 12. I can understand 2 or 3. Yeah, all right. 11 of 12, Alex. I will say, when I said this back when, whatever week that was, I do not trust this 31st ranked defense, man. Do not trust this 31st ranked defense, man. I mean, and they're 31st against the run. I told them they're 31st against the run. Marlon Mack will be the key for the Colts.
Return to the Mack.
Marlon Mack will be the key. And mark my word, Marlon Mack will be the key. Against the Texans, he had 24 carries, 148 yards, and a touchdown. I mean, he came along. He blew it out the water. I'm like, man, who is this dude? And then I started looking. I'm like, well, they comparing him to Edgerrin James in that franchise and this and that. I'm like, well, shit, he may could have something special going. I mean, in the last 3 or 4 games, I think, he had a tremendous feat. I think he gets the ball 20. I think he gets the ball 20 plus times. The last 3 games he had a total of 24 carries, 25 carries, 27 carries. I mean, I think he gets the ball over 20 carries.
Well, we just saw a preview. It's snowing out there. It's very cold.
Oh yeah.
So you're gonna have to put the ball in the ground and run the ball. And I do think I give them the slight edge with running the ball. But just because it's snowing, that does not mean you can't throw the ball. So now, granted, there won't be any 30, 40, 50-yard throws probably. I don't know. It might be. Mm-hmm. But I don't think that's the game plan going there with that weather.
The only game I can think about when it comes time to the Colts Chiefs, matchup in the playoffs. I know you remember that 31-point comeback. Granted, it was at home, but 31-point comeback. Mr. Luck put on the show that day.
How many years ago?
Against the Chiefs, what? 2, maybe 2, 3? That's recent.
Okay.
That's recent, and it was the same Luck. It was the same quarterback. I mean,
not the same quarterback. They got an MVP quarterback now.
It's not check down Adams.
I like check down Adams. This is not check down Adams.
Yeah, okay.
This ain't Jeremy Maclin. This is Tyreek Hill.
Okay. We're gonna go with that. I think Andrew Luck, man. In all actuality, I think he has a good game, man, and I think that running game. I think the running game. Like I don't put it all on Andrew Luck because he didn't put up the playoff game against Houston. He didn't put up a lot of numbers. He had like 250, 260. It wasn't a wild number, but I think if they can give Marlon Mack that ball 25, a good 25 times, feed him a heavy dose, I think they have a chance in Arrowhead. Being that they have history, they met up a couple times. Being that they have history, I got that game. I got that game going 27-21. 27-21. I don't see nobody blowing out nobody.
Not blowing. 12 points.
Hey man, you talking about 12 points, 2 possessions, man. People count people out at 14 points. That's a wrap. I can't count out Mr. Rivers though. I ain't gonna call out Mr. Rivers doing that. I can't do it. Not the comebacks, man. I can't do it, bro.
All right.
So
your favorite now.
The third and final prediction we have is New Orleans against
Saint Nick and Company.
The underdog, the true dog pound. You want to say whatever it is, comeback kids.
Cleveland fans will be mad at you.
Up here 9-7, 13-3. Me personally, man, I'm gonna roll with Foles, man. I think Foles, he's 10-12. He's 10-12 in his last 12 starts. I think he that 41 point disaster they had in week 11, man, was terrible. When they did that, I ruled them out and I said, man, you know what?
Hang it up.
These boys are going home. They're not even gonna make the playoffs. But I did say a 9-win, 8-win team will make the playoffs out of that division, and they showed up. They seem to do it, And Nick Foles, he's 9-1 in December or later, and the thing that's different, the biggest difference in that game from week 11 to now is the quarterback.
Oh yeah,
it's the
Saint Nick.
It's the quarterback, man. Carson Wentz is a different quarterback, so I think it's gonna be a different game, And Malcolm Jenkins made a point that I ran with, man. They don't got nothing to lose. They don't have nothing to lose. I mean, they lost by 41 already. They snuck into the playoffs. They're the defending champ, but hey, the more pressure is on the Saints. You're gonna let the 9-7 team come in here. You'll come in here and come in my house and control my remote.
Not happening.
Change my television.
Not happening.
I think they get it done. I think they go through all the channels on DirecTV.
Yeah.
And I think they get it done, even though I still have Drew Brees as the MVP. They still get it done. I think they still get it done, man. I think they get it done. As I read a crazy stat, 14 teams, they have 14 teams that made it to the playoffs and got that rematch from the regular season that lost by 20 or more points. You know what those teams record in the playoffs when they got the rematch in the playoffs?
What is that?
1-13. 1-13. And I'm like, you know what? I think Sunday. I think Sunday is the day that record goes a little percentage up. 2-13. I think they get it done, man. I think they get it done in a good fashion. 30-24.
All right.
30-24. Saint Nick. He's late. He was late for Christmas, but look,
He's dropping in New Orleans.
In the 12th, man, he coming with his whole hat. Man. He dropping presents off. He dropping presents off to Darren Sproles. He dropping presents off to Aguilar. He dropping presents off to Jeffrey. Everybody get fed, man. I think they attack that weak secondary that the Saints got, man. I think they get it done, man. I think they pull off a victory. What do you think? What do you think, Adam?
I just want to start by saying I actually like Nick Foles and what he's done, although all the things gotta come to an end. Christmas ended almost a month ago. Nick Foles' only playoff loss in his career came to the Saints. The team's 4-4, so they dead even away from home. Saints are 6-2 at home, but one game Breeze and Kamar didn't play. I think it was towards the end of the season, give the guys who needed a rest. He's last in the NFL in open field yards per carry. So if the running back, whether it's Ingram or Kamara, can get in the open field, they're gonna get some chunks of yards. One stat that I did read and I thought was pretty crazy. Nick Foles is 8 for 22, 317 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception against the Blitz, 84% completion. So I would say going into game planning, I wouldn't send a house.
Mm-hmm.
I do think the Saints secondary is, on the defensive side, somewhat can be a liability at times with some of the corners. But, speaking of secondaries, Eagles secondaries let Traquan Smith go for 157 yards and a touchdown in the first meeting, and he's not even the number 1 receiver. As a matter of fact, now Ted Ginn's back, he might be the number 3 receiver. Michael Thomas is always going to play a really, really good game. I think he comes up big. You know, Saints have the best 1-2 punch in football with Kamara and Mark Ingram. Also, the Saints like sliding Kamara in the slot, so that's also going to help. But one thing that I have noticed, the Eagles, knowing that their secondary is a weak spot, they've used 5 or more defensive backs in majority of plays in recent weeks because they have so much faith in that front four with Fletcher Cox and company. So, you know, they can get pressure.
Right.
The only problem is they only use one linebacker in a lot of those schemes. So you have all those DBs back there, but there's nobody in the middle.
Right.
So I think the Saints don't even have to come out, you know, put up 40 points. I think they just run the ball down their throat, find an opening, and that defensive line was going to be pretty hard to do. And, you know, Kamara and Ingram, they can get big chunks of yards. You know, Breeze can throw the dome off. He can throw the top off the dome if he won't.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
I think the Saints are going to win this game. I think it's going to be a lot closer than people think.
That's my thing. I think it's gonna be a lot closer. It's gonna be a lot closer than people think.
I got it, you know, and this is the first time I picked the Saints, but I'm pretty confident in my score prediction. I think it's gonna be a 3 or 4 point game. Nobody's gonna win by 7, but I have the Saints 24-20 and a nail biter field goal.
Last drive
Field goal. Let's get up out of here. Let's go to Bourbon.
Okay. All right. I mean, me personally, you're going against, you know, that D-line. That D-line makes, you know, Philly's D-line makes that defense. You know, that's the strength of their defense. They're 10th, you know, they're top 10 in rush defense. You know, I think that D-line going to determine that game for them. And I always said, when you have a safety that's, out of those 4 people in the secondary, when you have a safety that's the best, that's your best DB, it can be a little challenging, you know, because he can only, you know, he can only do so much back there, you know. You got to count on one of these corners to get that man-to-man, so that safety can go in and blitz, or that safety could come down and, you know, play that Tampa 2 or whatever and come down and play that coverage. And help come down, support the run, support the edge. When you got Malcolm Jenkins, well, I feel like that's their favorite, you know, that's their best defensive player. Well, defensive in the secondary. Best secondary player. That can be a liability to you, you know. One of the 2 corners, you know, one of the 2 corners gonna have to say, okay, well look, you gotta put me on the island with somebody, or you know, you just to free up some things, because if they go ahead and they keep doubling Michael Thomas, we're gonna keep doubling Michael Thomas. At some point in time, we're talking about Drew Brees. You know, you can only send so much rushes up the middle until boom, I'm gonna hit you with a little dink and we running for 20, 25 yards down the field. You know,
exactly.
You can only do so much against that offense, and that offense is very versatile. So, like you say, it's gonna be closer than some people, you know, than most people say it will be. I'm still rolling with the underdogs. I'm ready for a good game. I think it's gonna be a real good game, down to the wire game. You know, one possession game.
Walk off field goal.
Yeah, it's gonna be one possession game. The mistakes early gonna hurt somebody at the end. Somebody gonna make a mistake early, and it's gonna hurt them in the end. That's how I see that game going, man. This should be a real intriguing game.
Score prediction.
My score prediction for this game is, as you know, I like I said, I got the Eagles, man. I'm rolling with the Eagles, and I said, I said 30-24. I'm going 30-27, and I'm gonna roll with a last minute field goal, but I'm gonna roll with it on the Eagles side. I think the Eagles have the ball last, and they keep Drew Brees off the field for that last drive, and they put Nick Foles in, and Nick Foles gets it done. I think he gets it done in the wee hours, the wee minutes of the game.
Okay.
I think he gets it done, man.
Real quick, Dallas and Rams.
Yeah.
Me and him, we both have the Rams winning.
Yeah.
I personally think, in the words of Shannon Sharp, Zeke running all these yards. What's the touchdowns? We need points.
We need production, man. We damn the yards, man. We need you to get in the end zone, man. Get in the end zone.
And no running back is doing a better job of that than Todd Gurley. On paper, and I hate to go to paper because paper really doesn't matter, but on paper, Rams defense secondary is so much better than Dallas's receiving core. Yes, they have Mark Cooper, but okay, after that, I mean, you have Cole Beasley, but he's hurt a lot often.
Right.
I mean, this is why they signed Marcus Peters and keep to lead. That's why these people are here. We got Aaron Donald and W2. The defense, all these signings were put in here to win a championship either this year or next year.
Right.
So I do think that the Rams can win this game at home. And I know people say this isn't really a away game for Dallas because they do spring training over there.
Yeah.
They don't go there a lot, so I do believe that the Rams can win this game. But I will give Dak Prescott some credit. I do think he's gonna make some good plays, and he's gonna help out that offense with his legs too. I think people really underestimate the fact that he can run the ball, and he's a very, very strong runner. Zeke's gonna do what Zeke does. He's probably gonna have 20-some, 30 carries. But I think the biggest thing about this game is, like I said, you brought in all these people on defense just for games like this.
Right.
So I think this game is going to come down to not Zeke or Ty Gurley, because I think both of them are going to have great games. I don't think it's going to come down to Dak or Goff. I think both of them have some good games.
Right.
I think the Rams have a better receiving core, way better. You know, shout out to my dog Josh Reynolds. I think
TJC.
I think he's done a great job when Cup was out. I think he gets in the mix today. You know, Robert Woods. You know, I just think that offense is so much more versatile than Dallas is. And I think this game comes down to the Rams receiving core versus Dallas's secondary. And just secondary versus secondary.
Yeah.
I think both defenses as a whole, as far as linebacking to the front, I think you can kind of weigh them in the same area, but it's going to come down to who has a better pass defense for me.
Right. I think I can agree with you because after taking a look, like just in depth of the players that's on the team and the production that they produce, that they had throughout the whole season. I can agree. I think it's gonna come down to that secondary of the Rams and that receiving core of the Cowboys. I think you got a man that's hurt. Allen Hurns went down. So I mean, how would that affect that offense? Who knows? Who knows who's gonna step up? Somebody next man up. Somebody gonna have to step up. But to your point, they signed all these people. The Rams are built to win now. They're built to win now. Last year and this year, they're built to win now. You sign all these pieces. We signed you for this reason. Let's go out there.
I need it today.
And this is a game that you should win. You should win this game. Like you say on paper, you should win this game.
Easy.
Don't go out there and blow it. You're home. Don't go out there and blow it. I think it's gonna fall on how well Dak's performance could be. If he can exploit that defense, then it might be a long game for the Rams. But on the back end, they're gonna have to stop Ty Gurley. They're gonna have to stop TG. They're gonna have to stop TG Gurley, and they're gonna have to put a lot of people. They're gonna have to put more people in the box than they should with all these receivers to stop Gurley. I don't think Gurley had. Me personally, my bold prediction for that game is Gurley rushes for $120, $130.
Yeah.
$120, $130, and he finds a way to get in the end zone. I think he's gonna be a key part in this game. He gets that running game back going. And Jared Goff, no offense to him, but he can get it done. But I don't see them putting all the weight on him.
Yeah.
I think the sleeper in that game will be Robert Woods.
Yeah.
I think Robert Woods. You put Robert Woods in the slot. I think he's had a very good season.
Yeah.
I think he can be a real key. And to my point when we was talking about Golden Tate, in the Bears game, and I remember texting you and said, man, Golden Tate gonna score this touchdown, man. He scored that touchdown and it kind of helped. It propelled him. It propelled him. So I think Robert Woods can pull off another Golden Tate or whatever, and just get some good quality plays going. Get some 10 yards here, a first down here, just to keep the chain. Just move the chain. That's it. Just move the chains. Keep everything. Keep the drive real methodical. I see Jared Goff not just going to the air, going deep with Brandon Cooks. letting it all play out because I feel like that's how you beat Dallas. You don't beat yourself.
Yeah,
You can't beat
don't
yourself.
beat yourself.
Don't beat yourself.
Don't beat yourself and score points.
Don't beat yourself, man. Don't beat yourself.
My bold prediction for this game, Tavon Austin, Dak Prescott, or Ezekiel Elliott's gonna fumble the ball in a very key moment. That's my bold prediction. Also, I have one more bold prediction. Todd Gurley rush for about $150.
$150?
$150. He hasn't played in almost a month. I know he had some problems.
Oh, he's fresh. He's fresh.
Oh, he's fresh. He's fresh.
Oh, yeah.
He ready to rock and roll.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Ready to rock and roll. $150.
$150.
1 or 2 touchdowns today.
Oh,
We
yeah.
playing in LA. We're gonna show out.
In LA.
They're gonna take Dallas on DL Drive and bring them down to the sunset.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What we shall see. I'm rolling with him. I think TG 30 get a $130. You know, and they go ahead and win, man. They go ahead and go.
I got this game 30-17.
30-17. Okay, and I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. I'm not surprised at all because I got him 24-10. I got him 24-10. I don't even think Dallas gets enough points on, like, really get enough points on the board. But if Zeke doesn't score, they don't score. I feel like if Zeke don't score, they don't score. They don't score. I think Zeke puts up the long touchdown. You know, they kick a little field goal, but they can't stop. You know, too many 3 and outs. I think they have too many 3 and outs. Too many 3 and outs. That's gonna put them away. I think that does it, man. I think that's all we had to cover.
That does it for this episode of ENA. We appreciate the subscribers, the likes, comments, all that, and we'll be out and see y'all next time.